For years, I ran my shop on gut feel and emotion. I hired by emotion. I fired by emotion. I made decisions based on what felt right, not what the numbers said, and it cost me. I didn't realize how much it was costing me at the time. I just knew things felt harder than they should. The day I got clear on 5 specific numbers, everything changed. Today, I'm going to give you those exact 5 KPIs and show you how they flow from the top of your P and L. For years, I was flying blind. Every decision I made was based on how I felt in the moment. I'd hire someone because I liked them, fire someone because I was frustrated, adjust pricing because it felt too low or too high, but I never actually knew if anything I was doing was working. There was no measurement, no tracking, no real feedback loop. So I'd make a change, and then a week later, a month later, I'd still be guessing. Did that hire help? I don't know. Did that price change improve margins? I don't know. Was that marketing working? I don't know. And that's the problem. You can't fix what you don't measure, and you can't improve what you can't see. It took me years to get clean data, and I'm not talking about just having numbers. I'm talking about having numbers you can actually trust, because in the beginning we had reports, we had spreadsheets, but the data going in was wrong. Jobs weren't being closed out properly. Costs weren't being tracked correctly. Things were missing, so the numbers looked clean, but they were lying. Garbage in, garbage out. But once we cleaned it up, once the inputs were right, everything changed. Patterns started to show up. Problems became obvious, and decisions stopped being emotional. They became clear. The first number is total sales. This is your top line. Every dollar that comes into your business, labor, parts, materials, sublets, coatings, PPF, tint, detailing, add-ons, everything. If money comes in, it lives here. And this number matters more than most people think, because this is what everything else sits on top of. If this number is too low, it doesn't matter how efficient you think you are. Everything below it gets squeezed. Your payroll starts to feel heavy. Your rent feels heavier than it should. Every bill feels like pressure. When total sales go up, you create space, more revenue to absorb, fixed costs, more room for profit. When it goes down, you feel it immediately. Cash gets tight fast. Decisions become reactive. Stress goes up. So this isn't just a number, it's the foundation. The second number is gross profit percentage. This is what's left after your direct job costs. The formula is simple. Sales minus cost of goods sold divided by sales. Your direct costs are technician labor, materials, parts, sublets, film, tint, chemicals, everything directly tied to doing the work. This number tells you if the work you're selling is actually profitable. Because here's what most shop owners miss. You can be completely slammed. Cars everywhere, team working non-stop, schedule full, and still feel broke. That's a gross profit problem. When this number goes up, more money flows down to the bottom line. You feel it in your bank account. When it goes down, you're working harder for less. And the worst part is, most people don't realize it until it's too late. They just think they need more volume, but more volume on bad margins just makes the problem bigger. The third number is direct labor percentage. This is the percentage of your sales being consumed by production payroll. The formula is direct production payroll divided by sales. This includes body techs, painters, preppers, detailers, PPF techs, tint techs. Labor is one of the biggest costs in this business, and it's also one of the easiest places to lose control if you're not watching it. When this number comes down in a healthy way, it means your team is producing more with the same or less payroll. That's efficiency. That strengthens your gross profit. But when this number creeps up too high, your margin disappears fast. And there's usually a reason. Jobs are underpriced, the team isn't operating efficiently, or you simply have too much payroll for the amount of work being produced. And if you're not tracking it, you won't see it until it hurts. The fourth number is material, parts, and sublet cost percentage. This is the percentage of your sales being consumed by everything outside of labor that's required to complete the job. Materials, parts, sublets, consumables. In auto body, that's parts, paint, materials, sublets. In auto spa, that's film, tint rolls, coatings, chemicals, install materials. The formula is all of those costs divided by sales. This is where quiet leaks happen, not big, obvious problems. Small things. A little waste here, a missed credit there, slightly off pricing, overuse of materials. Individually, they don't look like much, but over time they add up. When this number goes down, your margins improve without needing more volume. When it goes up, Money is leaving the business without you noticing. And that's why this number matters. Because it's not loud, but it's expensive. The fifth number is net profit percentage. This is what you actually keep. The formula is net income divided by sales. And this is after everything is paid. Direct costs, admin, payroll, rent, software, insurance, utilities, marketing. Every dollar. This is the final score. This is the number that tells you if your business is truly healthy, not busy, not active, not feels good. When this number goes up, everything feels better. More cash, more stability, more control, more ability to reinvest and grow. When it goes down, stress shows up, even if sales look great, because sales don't mean anything if nothing is left at the end. Now here's what actually changed everything for me. Once the data going into our P&L was clean and accurate, patterns started to show up. For the first time, I could actually see what was happening inside the business. And the biggest thing that jumped out was labor. Across all three businesses, labor costs were too high. Now here's where most people go wrong. They see a problem in the numbers, and they try to solve it alone. That's not what I did. I brought it to the team. I showed them exactly what I was seeing, and they understood it immediately. Because they're the ones in the work every day. We had two options. We either get more efficient or we increase sales. So we focused on both. We cleaned up how we operated, tightened processes, eliminated wasted movement, improved efficiency. At the same time, we pushed to bring in more work, better throughput, more cars, more revenue. And the result was simple. Labor costs came down while sales went up across all three businesses. That's the power of clean data. The numbers show you the problem. The team helps you solve it. But that only works if the numbers are accurate. So here's what I want you to do. Start today. Don't overcomplicate it. Track your total sales. Track how many cars are coming in. Do it weekly. Start building awareness. Set simple targets. And just focus on getting a little better every week. But the most important move you can make is to get a bookkeeper, get a qualified accountant, and get your books clean. Because clean books are the foundation of every decision you're going to make going forward. Without that, you're guessing. And guessing is expensive. You don't need a business degree to track these numbers. You just need to start. Get a bookkeeper, get a qualified accountant, get your books clean. Because you cannot fix what you cannot measure. And the longer you wait, the more money you are leaving on the table every single week. Drop your email at the link below. The limitless auto ecosystem is coming, and this is just the beginning.